Congrats. And now I started the recording. Tell me, what do you see on Twitch?
I'm just pulling it up.
Well, I might say.
Yeah, we're both up. It looks good. Should I check audio?
Check. Can you hear me?
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna mute my sound.
I cannot hear you. The problem is, I need your mic. Yes.
How's that? I need your mic. How's that?
I can hear myself.
I need your mic. Okay, how's that?
Check. Yeah, now it's awesome.
Okay, sweet.
I cannot hear myself, and I can hear you in here properly. Okay, hi Jet. Hi, 0 viewers.
What's up, guys?
I'm back to Twitch, and Jet is back with me. Jet, you're not maybe back, you're new to Twitch, right?
I've streamed a few
Oh,
times.
you stream with camera?
Yeah, a few times. Just Apex, you know.
Were you using the camera?
No face cam.
Yeah, so that's how. I mean, you're new. The
Yeah.
face, just your face. Okay. So, what is going on? It is day 206 of this war, this terrible war. Almighty Kid is here. Hi, Almighty Kid. It's good to be back on Twitch, actually. I've set everything up from scratch, and it's gonna be a different format. I'm not gonna be playing Apex, unfortunately. It's not something that I can allow myself right now. Uh, though I want to play, and I really like to check the new season out. How you doing, Almighty Kid? By the way, what else? Jet, maybe you'll tell me a bit about your week. How it was?
Yeah, it was good. Busy with work, and then I had a friend, like a close friend who doesn't live here, came to town on Friday. But yeah, so that was fun. It was fun, nice seeing people and stuff. But I ended up going out drinking, and my stomach just doesn't agree with it. So I was like really sick yesterday. Still pretty sick, but a lot better than yesterday. So other than that, pretty good. But I had a lot of stuff I wanted to do yesterday that I didn't do because I was ill. So I had to do that today after the stream.
Got it. Thank you for making the stream a priority, man. I appreciate it a
Oh,
lot.
of course. Yeah, no sweat.
So, I should start telling you what happened this week. As you remember from the last one, it was counteroffensive in Kharkiv region, and was just super hot. I mean, it was in process, and it actually finished the day I streamed with you. We streamed. Yeah, so
Yeah.
it was 5 days.
Keep talking. I'm just gonna mute my mic because somebody's knocking on my door. But keep talking. I'm listening.
Okay. So we had that fast 5 day counteroffensive. It was super speedy, and we have an awesome results for that. Uh, what do we have? We have almost, I mean, not almost, we actually have a precise number at the moment. We have 8,370 square kilometers, 1,000 square kilometers. Oh, not thousand, it's already 1,000. 8,370 square kilometers freed the territory. The
That's
one I
amazing.
showed you earlier. Let me get to the screen. I mean, the one with the map. Yeah, it's still not the map. Here's the map. So, this territory, well, the river, I mean, the river is separate. And you see somewhere our troops actually crossed the river and got the territory, so they're moving forward. But this blue territory is what was freed in just 5 days. From
Yeah.
it was actually going from 6th of September till 11th of September. Not all the territories, I mean, all the villages and towns were liberated right away. Some of them, like the border ones, were still uh, being freed on 12th and 13th. Like what? Yeah, there's a lot of them in here, and uh, this region, I mean, this part was the most uh, crucial because Rashists were shooting Kharkiv with their rocket systems from this territory. It's really close to Kharkiv. Not so Kharkiv is still getting shot all the time. I mean, shelled, because Russian territory is still close. Let's see
Hmm.
how many kilometers we have in here. Okay, let's. Hey, it's not working. Why? Okay, now it's working. No, not here. I forgot how to use it. I need to put another one. So it's only 25 kilometers. They have
Yeah.
tons of artillery that can hit from this side, not from this side, from this distance. So
Hmm.
they still can hit Kharkiv, and they're still doing it almost every day. But in this part of the territory, a huge one, and Izium included, it was actually a super important hub for occupants, and it is now freed. Okay, who we have here? Charlie, emergency. You called in here. Emergency. Yeah,
Hey,
that's
Charlie.
cool. Hi, Charlie. How you doing? Glad to see you. Okay. So, getting back to the map. Yes, on the map. What else I wanted to tell you? So it's still going. I mean, the counteroffensive slowed down when our troops came to the river, when they got closer to the river, but uh, it is still going in other parts. So this is a part of Donetsk Oblast region, another word for it. You see, the territory, there's a Kharkiv Oblast, there's actually a border of regions of oblasts, how we call them
Hmm.
here. So this is a Kharkiv Oblast, and this is Donetsk Oblast, a small part of it. You see the small northern part of it. And it is actually an important strategic point in here, the town of Lyman. And this town is actually at risk. You see, the half of it is a gray zone, so our troops are trying to take this town. They captured some inhabited localities. Remember that this phrase I
Yeah.
discovered last time? Hey, someone not subscribed, but remember this? Hey, we actually have it, but we didn't see a video, right? Did you? Not the video. The alert. Did you see the
Yeah,
alert?
I saw it on the stream.
Oh, you saw it, right?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just missed it. I mean, I went to Streamlabs and it was gone already.
Yeah. You must have just missed it because I saw it pop up on the stream. I have the stream up on my laptop.
Awesome, awesome. So, uh, oh, actually, you subscribed. It was not just a follow. Thank you for subscription, Charlie. This is awesome. So yes, Kupyansk is fully liberated now. It was fully liberated on Friday. I mean, we got the information, we got the video from Special Forces Kraken. We actually have an awesome former Azov, how do you call it, group of soldiers. All those
Battalion.
terms that I don't know. What?
Battalion.
Battalion? Maybe just maybe bigger formation, maybe smaller. I'm not sure because battalion
Yeah.
has some number of soldiers in it,
Yeah, exactly.
and
Yeah.
maybe okay, let's call it just battalion to simplify it. So it was one of Azov battalions. Now it's called Kraken, and now it's working under the jurisdiction of our recon, military recon. So they captured the second part of Kupyansk in here. So yes, this part was captured. I mean, this part was in a gray zone. What just happened? And this part, I mean, the eastern part of Kupyansk was in a gray zone until Friday, and on Friday was confirmed that our forces have all Kupyansk, and actually Kucherivka, you see, almost all of it is freed too. Now our forces need to move ahead. But Russians are building a defense line. You see the red line in here, so
Yeah.
they're building. Actually, maybe red line means something else. I'm not sure, but defense line, the new one is going somewhere in here. And Svatove, this town is now very important hub for them. And they
Hmm.
will be defending it with all they have because it is the last hub to be to transport their supplies from the northern part of Ukraine. You see, there's a road from Russia in here, and this one. I guess this road is already at risk, but this road is still, well, almost safe for them.
Yeah, it's behind that line there.
Yes, and they are supplying this part of their military formations in Lyman from this point. So if Ukraine, when Ukraine takes Svatove, this line will be cut, and they will need to supply and everything. I don't even know from where. From here, from Lysychansk and Severodonetsk. Okay. Um, what else? To sum it up, I need to get back to my notes, and I'm gonna switch to another mode to just two of us. Let me see. What do we have here? By the way, Charlie must have been typing something in there, and I'm missing all the messages. Sorry, Charlie. I'm just getting used to Twitch, yet getting used back. Or how do I say? Mm, Ukrainian forces have called on Russian soldiers in Lyman to surrender. Yeah, I think it's not official information too, as most of information in this war, because we need to be silent about this. Um,
Hmm.
what else? As of about 10 minutes ago. Oh, yeah, so it's a fresh information. I wasn't reading the news for the last 5 hours, so I definitely missed that one. And if it was 10 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago, me and Jet were already in the stream, but like half an hour
Yeah.
ago, we were setting it up.
Yeah.
Okay. By the way, Charlie, we need your opinion on the sound and on the picture. Do you see us good? Do you hear us good? Is everything working fine? Just a small review of you is needed. Okay. What else? So, uh, 388 inhabited localities freed, liberated. It's around 150,000 people. Can you imagine? I'm sure that some small percent of them are collaborants or just lovers of the Russian world, like up to maybe 5%. But even if we um, minus this 5%, which will be 1,000. Oh, no, it's going to be 15,000, right? We'll have, but I think it's a biggest number, it may be smaller. We have 135 happy people whose suffering has ended, and they are back to free Ukraine, and it is actually awesome. I've seen a lot of new videos where people were meeting our soldiers. I mean, this week we had more of them who was, happy about it, who were hugging them and crying. And yes, it's actually hard to imagine what they've been through this half a year under occupation. And yeah, we actually know what some of them have been through because this week a mass grave was discovered. Have you heard of it, Jed?
No, I haven't.
A mass grave with 440 graves. Well, they were actually like not one grave. It's not. It's like a mass cemetery. So there were different graves in there, not one big grave, but there were graves, like one of them held 25 Ukrainian soldiers in one grave. So they just buried all in one without identifying them. Uh, and it was uh, the cross with, the plate on it. It has the writing that 17 soldiers buried in there. But when our hmm, our people dug it up, it was 25, around 25 soldiers in there.
Oh
Uh,
my God.
okay, Charlie's typing something. You're visually freaked on Twitch. Twitch. The audio is pretty similar. You don't mind if I share the stream on Twitter, right? Yeah, I don't mind. Share it. Clearer, not freaked.
Oh,
Uh,
okay, good. You're visually clearer.
yeah, that's cool. Uh,
Yeah, that's way better.
that's way better. So, Jet, you see it awesome on your laptop, right?
Yeah, yeah. Both of our video feeds look pretty clean.
Yeah, and I still have 60 FPS, I hope.
Yeah,
Uh,
it looks like it.
nice.
I don't know what my frames are at. Probably like 30, but
Yeah, so this mass grave, yeah, thank you for your comments, both you, Jet, and Charlie, about the picture and audio. I'm really happy about it. So,
yeah,
Charlie was saying awful pictures from Izium. Yeah, this mass grave was found on Izium. A lot of actually torture rooms were found on Izium, multiple torture rooms where, yeah, racists were torturing people. So people in those mass graves, most of them had the signs of, what do you call it? Mm, let me, another word, forgetting. Um, Violence. Yeah, the signs of violence on their bodies. So
hmm
some of people were with hands tied behind their back, just like in Bucha. Yeah, they're not even they weren't even smart enough. I mean Russians to untie their hands before burying them to hide,
yeah, to hide
hide,
their yeah
yeah, their
atrocities.
crimes.
Yeah,
Uh, and one person is found with a noose on his or her neck,
oh God.
even buried like that. Um, Typical for those beasts. What else? The second bucha of the war, Charlie says. Imagine what Mariupol will look like when it's liberated. Yeah, that's crazy because
Yeah,
around 20,000 people died. I mean, not died, killed in Mariupol. And the scale of it will be much bigger. And it's actually hard to imagine what will we discover in there. Okay, what else? Let's move on. Zelensky visited Izium on Wednesday. He found, not found. He was, what he was doing there? I guess he was wanted to. Um, like meet the people of liberated town, and it is actually a very important place to be. Zelensky is actually given a great example to stupid Putin, who's always sitting in a bunker, and our president is always, well, not always. But he gets to the front. He gets to um, places where it's dangerous because when he was there, Russians could have just sent a rocket if their recon was good, if
Mm.
their oh, not surveillance. How do you call it?
Yeah,
Intelligence.
surveillance, recon, intelligence,
Intelligence. I
all those
guess
applicable.
intelligence is the like most. I mean, the best word for it. If
Yeah,
their intelligence was good at their jobs, they'd know, and maybe they'd strike Zelensky. But they also want peace on their terms, of course. But yeah, they're begging for peace lately. And this week, in the beginning of the week, they were begging for peace. One of our ministers said that after counteroffensive began, they immediately asked for negotiations,
hmm,
and yeah, and we declined because they
yeah.
were shitting their pants and they
Well,
wanted.
exactly. Now you want to negotiate? Like, come
Yeah,
on.
yeah, yeah. Typical Russians. Okay,
Hmm.
um, let's let's get to another topic, to the next one. What was actually happening this week? Russia started hitting objects of critical civilian infrastructure since September 11th, I guess it was Sunday. They hit Kharkiv. How do you call it in English? It's
Was it
something
the power
like
plant? Or,
power plant. Yeah, it's heat
yeah.
power plant.
Yeah.
And they were uh, de hmm, de-electrifying huge
Yeah. Well, yeah.
territories.
Yeah. Exactly. Just trying to turn off everybody's power, essentially.
Yes, and they they managed to got the power off for a couple of days on a huge territory, but our services did all the repairs pretty fast, and in 3 days we got electricity back. But they didn't stop on that. On when? Yeah, on 14th. What was it? What day was it? It was Wednesday. They hit a dam in Kryvyi Rih. Let's
Yeah.
check it on the map and see what it can cause, actually. So let's move. Kryvyi Rih, we call it in Ukrainian. Why do I use accent when I'm naming our cities, towns, and villages? In Kryvyi Rih, uh, there's a dam in here. You see, the river is, yeah, and they hit it. So there's a flood in here. I think it's still going. It flooded this village and all these villages. Actually, it's not villages. It's actually a parts of the city. But I'm not sure that the dam. I mean, I'm talking about the right dam. It may be in here. I actually didn't check it on the map. But what's important is that they hit the dam, and it caused flood. And I may
Hmm.
be I'm finally able to show you videos, man. I'm gonna show you the video
Yeah.
just a second. Let me check. Let me switch to this mode so you can see my Telegram now. Actually, been having it somewhere in here. Oh, actually, I'm gonna get back to it later. That's the pictures of that grave, mass grave in Izium. Okay, okay. Where is it? Pretty. There's pretty a lot of news that I prepared. Yeah, you've seen the Queen in there, I guess. By the way, I switched to you see my Telegram right now, right?
Yeah, I can see. Yeah,
Yeah, so there it is. There's a dam. Look, do you see? I think the picture is blurry. You don't see it good, but you see the ruinations they caused. So the dam just, yeah, there's a video. You can see, well, this is not the best of them. Uh, yeah, so, well, you've seen the ruinations a bit. So the dam caused the flood, and I think it's still not fixed yet, not fully fixed.
yeah,
So after that, it's not all of what they did to our infrastructure. Yesterday on 17th, they hit another heat power plant in Slovyansk. So they did only minimum three terroristic acts because they were hitting Kryvyi Rih late after they hit the dam. They hit some infrastructure after that two or three times, but
yeah,
our officials didn't say what it was. The dam was displayed. I mean, a lot of videos of a dam, destroyed dam, and the flood were going around the network, and not many of them were displayed to us about another strikes. But there were more than three of them this week. So Russia is, acting typically. They just uh, when they are powerless on the battlefield, when they lost almost all the Kharkiv region, they started to make these terroristic acts,
yeah.
destroying.
Attack civilians instead because they can't fight soldiers.
Yeah, they're usually doing this. So they want to cause terror because, floods. They actually want to make catastrophe. We have a word for it. Let me check the translator again. Technogenic or something. Do you have this word?
I haven't heard it.
Technogenic, yeah, that's such a word. Man caused, actually. Okay.
Yeah,
Techno
I'm just looking up created by human technology pertaining to process substance created by human technology.
yeah, some technogenic
Yeah,
catastrophes.
yeah, totally.
Well, a terrorist state is unfortunately working in their, uh, I don't know, way to force us to negotiate with us, but Ukrainians won't go for this. Won't
No, of course not.
won't be that easily manipulated. Uh,
No,
we will fight them as usual. We will punch those racists in the face. Yeah. So let's move forward. What news do I have for you? Oh, okay. About counteroffensive, more of it. I
hmm
wanted to show you the stats on how many heavy weapons were captured during the counteroffensive, and the stats how many were destroyed. It's actually
yeah,
huge
because they
numbers.
abandoned a lot of shit when they were running away, from what I
Yeah,
understand.
they abandoned a lot. Let me find it first and then switch to Telegram so you didn't need to see all my scrolling
Yeah.
again. Oh, that's funny. Okay, I found it. So, it's in Ukrainian, so I'm gonna translate it to you.
Okay.
Let me switch to Telegram first. Yes. So, uh, do you see? Oh, okay. It's not displaying It's not displaying when I'm opening the picture because it's a separate window. Interesting.
Yeah, it just shows the in Telegram window, like the in chat window.
Okay, so anyway, you see it. You see the small one.
Yeah,
It's 300, vehicles. First one is BBM, which is translated like armored vehicles.
yeah,
It's 134. Those. Hmm. I actually need to show you what we've captured. Just a second. Um, okay. I'm just gonna Google the, all the armored vehicles and, oh no, it's given me the American things.
yeah. Of course.
uh, no, it's not gonna work like that. But okay, let's just go through numbers. 134 armored vehicles, 50 automobile vehicles,
Yeah.
49 tanks. It's huge. 49 tanks
Wow.
were trophied. And actually, 134 armored vehicles is a crazy number. Mm,
Yeah.
it's a lot of them. 49 tanks is impressive, but 134 armored vehicles is even
That's
better.
insane. Yeah.
Considering, especially considering that Russian tanks are mostly not fully functional. Like, I've seen lately, I've been watching a lot of interrogations, but well, actually, they are not interrogations. They are interviews of Russian captivity. Damn, prisoners of war. Okay,
Yeah.
that's the word. So they are saying, I mean, the tank drivers, tank operators, they're saying that most of their tanks are not fully functional. Some of them are not shooting. Some of them are not, riding, not moving. So they have tanks
Yeah.
that shoot but not move, and they have tanks that move but not shoot. So sometimes they're using them just as, armored vehicles, just to transport their personnel
Yeah.
without shooting. This is why actually it explains why sometimes when someone, when I mean when our military started to fight the tank to attack it, Russians are trying to get out of the tank and just run away because sometimes they cannot use it, and
Yeah. They can't shoot back or
they
anything.
cannot shoot, and they know that javelin
Go.
will just get, I mean, come inside the tank pretty soon, so
Yeah.
they gonna need to run for their lives. Getting back,
Yeah.
28 artillery systems were captured.
Holy
Some
shit.
of them are self-moving, so it's actually a pretty good thing for us. Special vehicles, 17 of them. Special vehicles are actually also a radar systems, and anti, what else, and some, transporters and stuff. So it's actually pretty interesting and important for us too. What else? Multi-rocket systems 11. Well, it's one of the smallest numbers, but it's pretty good too. Six UAVs.
Thanks.
It's actually interesting because we usually hit them, not capturing them. And
Yeah. No doubt.
five air defense systems. We actually captured five air defense systems. This is awesome. And our president said that we have hundreds of prisoners of war taken, so it's actually super good for us, that because we have uh, people to exchange now. Okay, Charlie was saying, sorry, I've got to cut this one short, guys,
Oh, he's gotta go.
but I have to rush off suddenly. Heroям slava, and see you guys next week. UA, UA.
Have a good day, Charlie.
Yeah, Charlie, have a good day. And thank you for being here. Okay, and see you next week. Mm, let's get back. Yeah, by the way, why did I get tired so fast? It's only 34 minutes of the stream, and I feel exhausted already. Okay, what else? Now destroyed. Uh,
Yeah.
destroyed heavy weapons. So it's 86 tanks, uh, more than captured. So we captured 49 tanks and destroyed 86. It's actually a huge number. Six jets, man. Six jets. 158 armored vehicles.
Fuck's sakes.
This is awesome.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
10, special vehicles. I don't know. It's like radar systems and anti-radar systems.
Yeah.
Ooh, artillery systems. 106, man. This is huge.
Holy shit.
7 helicopters. Uh, 6 air defense systems. 159 car systems, like automobile systems. We call it in here like this. Multi-rocket systems 17 and 35 UAVs. Wow, that's actually interesting. A lot of
Hmm.
UAVs were destroyed. So counteroffensive was a blast. It was a great success, and most of our politicians say that this will speed up the support from Western partners, that this will help us to get more weapons and get them faster. Because uh, actually, Zelensky, in his latest interview to Reuters, don't, I'm not sure that it's correctly pronounced uh, like
Yeah.
this, but it's latest in his latest interview, he said that um, actually our partners were expecting something like this from our military, because if we didn't perform any successful counteroffensive, they'd slow the support. So
Yeah.
this is great that everything happened how it's happened. And we gotta thank our armed forces for that. We gotta thank our head head of command. By the way, do you know who's commanding our armed forces? Charlie knows who is it. His name is Valerii Zaluzhnyi. Are you checking him out?
Yeah. I'm looking him up.
Looking him up. Yeah. His reputation amongst Ukrainians is almost flawless. He showed himself as a great commander and as a genius, actually. Uh, I mean, even before the war, and now
Yeah.
he's showing amazing results, actually, during this war. So we all love him, and actually, right now he's kind of, half mythical person here in Ukraine.
Yeah. No doubt.
He's like Chuck Norris. We have a lot of memes that he can, just look at Russians and they will um, shit
Yeah.
themselves and stuff like that. So Valerii Zaluzhny is actually number one Ukrainian hero who's leading us to victory, and we're already not we're all not that we're all really grateful to him. So yeah, that's what was I wanting to say before that. As usual.
Mm,
Again.
sorry, I was just looking at memes about this guy now. It's pretty funny. A little sidetracked.
Yeah, you got distracted.
Yeah.
Because,
My
yeah,
bad.
Zaluzhny is a person who is really distracting you from
Yeah.
by his amazingness.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
Yeah. So about Iran UAVs,
Mm,
uh, we started to get evidence of them being used here in Ukraine, and Wall Street Journal interviewed one of our militaries, I guess one of commanders, and he claims that Russians destroyed 4 artillery systems with them, 4 Ukrainian artillery systems already, and some armored vehicles. Two, I guess, 4 systems, 4 artillery systems, and 2 armored vehicles. It's actually bad, and those UAVs, they are mm, self-destructive. You know, those who will fly to target and destroy it by hitting it.
yeah,
They are like uh,
disposable.
disposable, yeah, and those rockets who are, oh shit, getting tired. Who's guided
So,
by personnel. Uh, yeah. So first information, first photos of those UAV parts were coming to us on 13th. It was Tuesday. And another
yeah.
one we've seen on 16th, on Friday. Unfortunately, they are being used, and some even say that they've been successfully used. But let's hope it's not going to help Russia. I mean, it might help Russia, but not strategically. It
Yeah.
will not be a game changer weapon. I think it won't be a game changer weapon. And I think there are no thousands of them. And
Hmm.
this is why it won't change anything. I hope so. We had a jetfall this week. Our
You had a what?
what?
You had a what? Sorry.
Jetfall. I called it myself
Oh,
like that.
yeah,
Our forces hit on 13th on Tuesday. Our forces hit. Uh, let me see. 2 jets. It was Russian Su-24 and Su-25. Next day, on 14th, they hit 3 Su-24 and 1 Su-25. 4 jets in one day, man. This this was crazy.
that is crazy. These are jets that were like flying, right?
Yeah,
Like actually in the air. Okay,
they were in
that's
the
awesome.
air and they
Yeah,
hit it right from the air. So our air defense is making progress and it's really working fine. I mean, great, not just fine. I
yeah.
called it jetfall, and we also had a collaborantfall on 16th. It was on Friday in Luhansk. By the way, let me show it to you on a map where Luhansk is located. Luhansk, that's how it's called in Ukrainian. Okay, where's my browser? Yeah, it is located in here. So it's pretty deep in the front line. It's like it was occupied
Okay, yeah, yeah,
in 2014.
yeah.
Luhansk and Donetsk were the first 2 cities. They are actually regional centers. Uh, yeah, so Luhansk Oblast, it's actually super big. Look at this. Look at the borders of
Yeah, that's
the.
huge.
And only a small part was captured in 2014, and the bigger part was captured this year, occupied. And I was telling you that on 16th, uh, a general prosecutor of so-called Luhansk People Republic, uh,
Hmm.
was killed. Um, yeah, by partisans, and his secretary, I guess, firsthand, was
Hmm.
liquidated too. Uh, and that day in Berdyansk, by the way, Berdyansk is my favorite. Yeah, I think it's my favorite city, not city, town in Ukraine. It is located
Yeah.
in on the shore of Azov Sea. It's a nice recreation zone that I love to visit. And two collaborants were destroyed that day too. And that day also in Kherson, uh, the main collaborant Stremousov was, I mean, he's still alive. He wasn't even wounded, but a rocket just came to his office. I mean, through the roof. And that dude was, uh, he stayed alive. Unfortunately,
But
for, yeah, some miracle. He wasn't there in the office. And they're actually, I think Russians maybe did it themselves to show that Ukraine is hitting the civilian infrastructure, but I'm not sure that you can call the head. Mm, I don't know how you call it in English. The building where town's administration is located.
City Hall.
City Hall, yeah. And regional administration. Do you have
Um,
such things?
mm, well, I mean, there's like different like provincial government buildings, but I don't think we have like a blanket term for them.
Yeah, but the government building is where all collaborants are located, and
Yeah.
I think it's maybe a place that is not considered a civilian
Yeah,
space.
I wouldn't say so. I mean, my personal opinion wouldn't be that it's a civilian building if it's full of fucking military leaders.
Yeah, it is actually a legal target for us, I guess. So
Yeah.
that dude stayed alive. He After that he was given some idiotic lectures to schoolers. We have such a word in here,
Students?
students. But
Students.
we in here in Ukraine we call students like those who are studying in colleges and universities. But
Oh, okay.
we have a word that maybe British people have, pupil, like
Okay.
the smaller version of student.
Yeah.
Okay, so he was giving some idiotic lectures to them. That person is so stupid, man. Russians are always choosing some low life, not low life.
Yeah.
How do I?
Yeah, they don't have the best judge of character, do they?
Yeah, they're actually using them uh, on purpose because
Hmm.
those are usually easily um, going for a bullshit that Russia is telling them.
Yeah, easily manipulated.
Easily manipulated. So let's move forward. Oh my god, why am I so tired?
I don't know. It's relatable. I'm pretty tired today too. I don't know if you can tell that.
Yeah,
Ugh.
my energy's gone for today, but I still have a lot to tell you, and we still have
Hmm.
10 minutes minimum, maybe a bit more,
Oh yeah.
if I'll still have
Yeah.
energy. But
We can keep going if we need to.
yeah, but I think I will just start falling asleep in 10 minutes right here. Ooh, okay. Um, what else? Uh, some news. Yeah, about the weapons. Germany will give us another couple of Mars 2 systems and around 40 or 50 Dingo armed vehicles. Mars
So
systems, you remember, it's the version of HIMARS where there's two packets of rockets.
yeah.
So, yeah, but there's another, ridiculous news from Germany. They actually signed a contract. No, still not signed. They're waiting a permission from their government to provide us with 30. Let me check. 18 howitzers. Uh,
Holy.
18 howitzers. Well, but there's a small condition, or not condition, or just a tiny but they will provide us, they can provide us with it only in 13 months, not days,
Oh.
months.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, it's a bit
Ugh.
ridiculous, and
Yeah, it is. All right. What do they? They gotta manufacture them first, or what?
I guess, yes, I guess they didn't produce him yet. I mean, uh, they are usually saying that they have some, but they need it for themselves, and
Mm,
they can give us only those that they will produce.
gotcha.
So
Well, that makes sense. I mean,
yeah, German is
uh,
actually a least supporting country in terms of what?
military aid.
Military aid. They are giving us, it but they're giving it too slowly. I mean,
Yeah.
they are the most the slowest country in terms of military support. Uh, and yeah, they are promising a lot. They
Mm,
promised us um, tanks. In the beginning of war, they promised us around 200 tanks, leopard tanks.
yeah.
Leopard is English word, but they are called Leopard. It's Soviet tanks.
Mm,
Uh, they are not modern. They're pretty old and rusty, but even them, they cannot give to us. Even those tanks. I mean, not cannot. They don't have a will to give it to us.
yeah.
And they were feeding us with promises that they will give them to us ASAP, but they're still not here. And now they're saying that they even won't do this. Same goes for armored vehicles, Marder. Their name is Marder, and same story. They were feeding us with bullshit, and it's still not there.
Yeah.
Okay. What else? Oh, uh, I was wanted to talk about Russian agents that are super active this week. Russia is losing in Kharkiv region, so they activated all pro-Russian forces uh, on the west. Orban,
Mm-hmm.
those that Viktor Orban, remember that asshole from Hungary,
Yeah.
who is um, a friend of Putin. He visited Serbia, and another uh, president who is supporting Russia. Uh, they were shaking hands and saying that sanctions are not working and that they need to support Russia. And After that, in a couple of days, Orban was having some press conference alone, and he said that he sees the future that Ukraine lost will lose. I don't know how how to pronounce it correctly. Uh, Not pronounce. Sorry, just tired.
That's okay.
So they're saying that Ukraine will lose at least third of its territory, maybe two-thirds. Uh,
Yeah,
and in 10 years, European Union, uh, not they, him, he is saying, Viktor Orban. Uh,
yeah.
so he's saying that European Union will be another word will fall apart. Yeah, it will collapse in 10
Oh,
years.
gotcha. Yeah, yeah,
And the European Union is actually started discussing excluding Hungary
yes, they should.
from European Union because Hungary is just uh, mm, another word. Let me check. Whew. Openly, damn it! It's such an easy word, but when I'm tired, I'm forgetting all of them. So they are supporting Russia openly. And
Oh,
they're not
yeah.
hiding it, and they are um, their democracy is not working. I mean, it's not democracy in their country, and they're thinking of cutting off the uh, financing of from European Union of Hungary, or at least freezing it to show Hungary and Viktor Orban that they need to change their politics to
Yeah.
to be more European Union oriented and not doing like open
Openly supporting
openly
terrorists.
supporting terrorists. Yeah, it's actually terrible and ridiculous,
Yeah.
but it's happening in Europe, and European Union doesn't even have a procedure to exclude any country from Union. Can you imagine it? Because it never happened, man. There were no precedents of it. No one actually ever uh, was making autocracy in their countries
No, exactly.
while being
Yeah.
in European Union, and no one was supporting a terrorist country before, and they don't have the procedure. They need to be reformed, definitely European Union, but
Hmm.
it's not that fast. All those bureaucracy stuff that
Yeah. Oh, exactly. Even if they were to make that change, like that change would be implemented 2 years from now, right?
yeah. So unfortunately, it's a slow process, and it will take years. So about Russian
Hmm.
supporters, yesterday I discovered that Mexican president is supporting Russia too. Did you know that?
Oh, no, I didn't know that. This seems fucking ridiculous, but all
Yes.
right.
So
What?
yesterday he started calling Ukraine for creating a committee of dialogue and peace, and started giving up I mean, our territories. So, oh my God, another Russian supporter. There started those Russian agents started like spreading like roaches this week. I
Oh, for
mean,
sure.
running all over the world, and
Yeah, and also like another thing that we should note is like Mexico's government is already like extremely easy to manipulate with money. Like most of their government's already run by like drug cartels and shit like that. So it's not like too surprising just because of how easily they've been manipulated historically. But like, I mean, fucking come on,
yeah,
you know?
it, it's just ridiculous.
It
Corruption,
is ridiculous.
such a I don't know. Just I have a good word for it. Let me check it. Obvious corruption, yeah. obvious.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I mean, it's not been a secret ever that Mexico is super corrupt.
But now it's crossing the line of
Oh, of course. Yeah, exactly.
okay. What else do I have in my list? Something interesting. Oh man, about propaganda. Uh, I've started to put those ridiculous propaganda.
Oh, nice.
Uh,
Compiling the list for the special
yeah, I
episode.
started putting it in a list. I have 5 of them already. Yeah, let's see. I mean, or hear the most ridiculous. So Queen Elizabeth, uh, they, I mean, Russians said that Queen Elizabeth was fighting Bandera and Shukhevich, who are um, leaders of Ukrainian resistance to Germans and to uh, Soviet government, Soviet forces
Mm, yeah.
around World War II. It was before World War II, after, and during World War II. So we had two leaders, Stepan Bandera and Shukhevich. I forgot his name, but his surname was Shukhevich. They were leaders of one. Bandera was leader of Organization of Ukrainian Nationalists, and Shukhevich was leader of Ukrainian Insurgent Army during World War II and after World War II. And Russians said that Queen Elizabeth uh, was fighting them during World War II because they were part of Nazi military. Like, I mean, herself. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Like actually physically there.
yeah, yeah, something like that. It's
Oh, man.
super ridiculous, and listen to something like that is
Oh, God.
listening to something like that makes me laugh, but not only laugh, but being angry because they're
Well,
feeding
yeah.
such bullshit, feeding their people with such bullshit, and they all believe this. Another one that was pretty funny, and it was yesterday, I guess. One of Russian Telegram channels, propaganda channels. They said that Ukrainian tankmen are being sealed inside tanks by their command,
Oh, my
being
God.
welded inside because they don't want to fight, but their command trap them inside and send them into battle.
Oh, my God.
And Russians, they uh,
Uh,
they are unsealing them and saving them because Ukrainians want to surrender.
but they can't because they're welded in.
Yeah, but they can't because
Oh.
they welded it. This is
Meanwhile, we're seeing videos of Ukrainians rowing tanks with their shovels.
yeah,
Having,
I showed it to you. Uh,
yeah.
I actually wanna play it right now on the stream. I see we have a
Yeah, let's do
second
it.
viewer in some minutes. So for that viewer and for you again, I want to show it to you. Let me find it first.
Yeah,
Just a
do your thing.
second.
So,
I've been sending it to you, right? Yeah,
yeah.
I've sent it to you.
Yeah, you sent me that one, I think.
Okay, let me switch to another mode. And yeah, here it is, the video. Oh,
Yeah, it's such a good that one.
but it's gonna be a separate window, so I need to um, set my OBS past just a second. Oh, okay. I need to go here. And yeah, I need to maybe restart it. Yeah, to restart my OBS to. Oh no, no, I don't need. Yeah, I don't need to
You
do it.
should be able to open it to a browser window, right?
Yeah, I did it. You see it right now, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. So yeah, now I need to play it. Just yeah, our soldiers are having fun right in the tank. Yeah, they are using shovels to row, but I guess it it will work. It
Yeah, those
works
don't
too.
look like men that have been sealed into a tank.
They're always fighting with sense of humor. I love our
Yeah.
military for that because they always have something to joke about. Oh, it's Charlie. He's got back to us. Awesome.
Hey, Charlie.
Our best and most loyal viewer is back to us. Awesome. Have I caught the end of the stream? Yeah, we're still here. We will need to finish it in let's do it in 5 minutes. Let's discuss some. Oh, by the way, Charlie, we were discussing some ridiculous propaganda news, Russian propaganda news. I started making the list. Yeah, you missed it. That I guess. I'm gonna show the list to you right now. Just you actually can watch the recording later, but anyway, I will display it now too. Just a second. You're gonna switch mode. It's pretty small, right? I gotta make it bigger, maybe like this. So you can just read it, and Jet, what do you think? Is it readable? Or maybe I need
Yeah.
to
Yep.
make it bigger.
I can read it. Panic retreat from Kharkiv. Strategic regrouping. That's one of my favorites. A step of goodwill.
Yeah, every
Uh,
time Russians retreat, they're saying it's a step of goodwill. I mean,
yeah.
panically retreat usually.
Yeah. Exactly. And I mean, I guess it technically is, but that's not their intention. So
Yes.
it's
Okay.
like whether the one time they're not lying, it's by accident.
Charlie said, "Have a oh, I love Russian propaganda. Best parody accounts are the Russian embassy." Will this go on Instagram? Yeah, I should actually need to put it on Instagram. Uh, what do you mean? The list as a just as a text or a video? No, gesture of goodwill. Yeah, this is it. But they're using the term step. They are not really educated, those propaganda
No.
fellas.
No.
And
Yeah.
they use term step of a goodwill, not the gesture.
Yeah.
This was ridiculous. The video recording of the stream. Yeah, I will put it on Twitch, definitely. On Twitch, on Instagram, sorry. I'll try to put it everywhere. But
Yeah. YouTube too.
YouTube too, yeah. Finally, it's gonna be in a good quality. I'm so glad I finally am doing this.
Yeah, it's so much better having it set up like this.
Yeah, so Charlie, we were discussing the last two that were the most recent, and the last one that Ukrainian tankmen are getting sealed inside tanks by their command. Can you imagine? Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, actually,
Cue the video.
what?
Oh, I just said, oh, whatever. If I ever hear that again, I'm just gonna cue up the paddling video.
Oh man, and they are dumb. Uh,
Yep.
and I'm happy to help you make this list 100 times bigger. Charlie, for that, I'm gonna give you the link to this list, and you are free to type anything yourself in there. I'm gonna give you the rights to, uh, how do you
Edit.
edit it? Yeah, edit it. I haven't heard that last one. Watniks on Twitter haven't started spouting it yet. Yeah. It's pretty fresh. Yesterday I've read it. I guess maybe it was not from some popular propaganda dude, but maybe some unpopular one. So, what else? Yeah, actually, Actually, what? About Twitter. Yeah, I finally started using it. Uh,
I'll have to add you on there.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I actually need to add it in here too. I haven't been posting something, that I've created, uh, but I've been reposting some stuff that is actually being seen by Charlie. He's seen it all already because he's.
Hmm.
But maybe it will be. Uh, sorry, another forgotten word. Will be helpful for you, or maybe
Hmm.
interesting. Yeah. Charlie says, I wanted to ask, who is Igor Girkin and what is your opinion of him? Oh, Igor Girkin, uh, uh, Igor, Ihor, Ihor Girkin. Yeah, that's how you pronounce it in Ukrainian. So this is a Russian fascist who was actually a head of military forces who were capturing Donbass. And he was the one who was commanding them and who was responsible for killing our military in Ilovaisk. There was actually a
Yeah,
great tragedy back in 2014, maybe 15, I'm not sure, but probably 14. Uh,
2014.
2014, yeah. So he was the one who gave order to um, execute those military who he first agreed to give the corridor to go outside the encircling. So they agreed that Russian military will safely get through the corridor out of the Russian encircling, but that agreement was broken by him, and he commanded to execute those military. Mm, he's a fascist. He actually is even a bigger fascist than Putin, because every time he's talking about Ukraine, he says that he doesn't see, I mean, doesn't think that our country is a country, it's just part of Russia, he thinks that. And, but the thing is, every time he's recording his videos and doing his streams, he says that Russia is losing this war. Every fail of Russian military, he's telling Russians about it. I think he's not popular in masses, but in Russian Vatnik's internet, he's pretty popular. So
Yeah.
it is good that he's always um, saying those treachery things. I mean, mm, he's usually doing. I mean, it's hard to explain. He's always criticizing the Russian government,
Hmm.
Russian military, and he's always given a good review to Ukrainian military. So this dude, we love and hate him in here at the same time. We love him because he's always showing what Russia does wrong and what
Hmm.
Russia is failing at, but he also is a fascist. This is why we hate him.
Yeah.
And he,
Yeah, I'm just looking at his Wikipedia page too, and fucking like, I mean, clearly he's done lots of nasty, nasty shit. But also, like, it says in here that he was the one responsible for that Malaysian Airlines flight that was shot down in 2014.
oh yeah, he was the one. That I forget how it's called. Aboard, yeah, where more than 200 people, civilian people
Yeah,
died.
298
He
civilians.
was
Yeah,
also responsible for that.
yeah,
Definitely.
that's crazy.
I forgot about this one. So,
Yeah.
Charlie says he seems to be the only non-brainwashed Russian, still a fascist though. Yeah, definitely he is. Does he admit to his war crimes in Donbass? I don't know about that. Um, I don't think so because he's not a fool. It's actually one of not many Russian fascists who is not fool, who's given the impression of a smart person. So I don't think he will take responsibility for all those war crimes he committed.
No, definitely not.
Yes, but
Yeah, and like that's the thing too. It's like even with like the like that flight that was shot down, he has admitted moral responsibility but denies pushing the button.
uh,
It's like, well,
okay.
what?
Moral
That's my
responsibility.
fault, but it's not actually my fault. I guess is what he's saying.
What a douchebag. Mm,
Yeah.
I'd say like he is more on responsibility in this case
Mm-hmm.
because he is. Okay, I guess we're gonna need to finish for today. I still have some topics, but I'll get to them next week if we want to have some more important things to talk about. Uh,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
about the stream, Charlie. I was wanted to tell you what I set up in here. You see in the bottom left corner, there's a link for donations. There's a huge, I mean, the biggest charity organization in Ukraine who are focused on military uh, support to our army. Come Back Alive. I think their work in humanitarian, how do you call it? Humanitarian sector too, but most of their um, work is done in military. They're providing an army a lot. So in case you want to donate and be sure sometime and be sure that money will go uh, I mean by address and will definitely support our military, just press this button and you'll be able to donate. Another way to donate is in right bottom corner. It is official Ukrainian government platform United 24. I've been telling you about it, Jed, remember?
Yep.
By QR code, you will be redirected to the platform. Yeah, I've added two ways for now, and we will definitely work on it on Twitch. I mean, maybe some Nightbot stream elements, notifications and stuff. And yeah, I'm gonna try to work on stream as I've been working before. By the way, Charlie, your first time in here, when I was a Twitch, oh, not Twitch, Apex Legends streamer, mm, I had my emojis. Yeah, my own emojis. You can see them in there as a subscriber. Some will be already available to you. Yeah, so feel free to check them out. Yeah, yoink is something that I did a lot when I was an Apex player. I was yoinking kills from my teammates, maybe some even from Jet. We were playing together once or twice. Remember Jet?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe some Ukrainian style emotes. Yeah, it's definitely a thing that I need to bring in. I have a friend who helped me with my previous emojis, and I need to ask him to help me this time because I'm not a Photoshop user, unfortunately. Uh, I edit stuff on DaVinci Resolve, but I cannot use Photoshop or After Effects, which he's using. Okay, let's finish for today, Jet. It was an awesome stream, an awesome
Yeah.
first step to get back on Twitch and to, spread our word to a bigger audience because this is a streaming platform, not Instagram.
Exactly.
It
Yeah.
is much better suited. I should have done this like a long time ago, but I wasn't ready. Now I'm ready, and we're definitely gonna succeed.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be awesome, man. It feels good to be on Twitch. It's nice that we got everything set up, and we'll iron out any wrinkles that do come up, and the streams should just be getting better and better going forward.
Yeah,
It's exciting.
yeah, it's really exciting. And I thank you for being here today as usual. Jet, thank you, man.
Thank you for having me, bro.
Thank you, Charlie. You're always here with us, always supporting. Thank you for that. Okay, I will say Slava Ukraini. By the way, I'd like to start screaming it someday, how it should be pronounced, like Slava Ukraini, but louder, but I don't want to scare my cats and my wife. This is why.
Yeah, I guess you stream pretty late at night too.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be quiet for now, but someday I will start yelling it, and
Yeah,
this will be much better.
awesome.
Дякую, Charlie. Героям слава. So I see you next week, guys. Thank you so much.
Absolutely, bro. It's been a pleasure as always,
Yeah.
and we will do it again next week.
Yeah. Have a great week, guys. And Charlie's saying your cats are so cute, Rick. Thank you. I'm gonna show
They are.
them on a stream someday. But
Yeah,
yeah, I was posting a story with my cat yesterday, and you're probably talking
nice.
about that. Okay, we're done for today. Thank you again, guys. Slava Ukraini. And I see you next week. Bye.
Awesome, bro. Talk soon.
Yeah, have a great week.
You too.